This is going to offend some people, but someone has to say it, and it makes sense the more you think about it. A lot of people love calling someone like myself self-hating Uncle Tom, claiming that, oh, I hate myself and hate my skin color because I choose to vote Republican and because I don't choose to have a victim mentality. But think about this. The irony of it is, those same people are the first ones who always are talking about how difficult it is to be black in America and how much easier it must be for individuals who are white. So that tells the average thinking person that the person who's actually self-hating is you. If you are always using your race and your skin color as a crutch for why you aren't where you want to be, then you are the one who truly hates yourself. The through line of leftism is misery when you stop and think about it. They are miserable, they do not like themselves, they can't accept themselves the way God made them, and misery loves company. So they want other people to be miserable right along with them. That's just the God's honest truth. It is what it is, and we need to start addressing this more and more often, and more people need to actually realize this for what it is. We have to put an end to this notion that just because you are black or just because of your skin color, that inherently holds you back, because this is America. This is the best country on the face of the earth to be, regardless of your skin color, and more people need to actually wake up and realize that. Those are my thoughts, and I'm hopeful you agree.
Oh, I agree, brother. But these folk back in the day do not, and these ignorant black bastards of today don't either.
Young man in the group that Mr. Meek said you did not speak for. How would you talk to a young boy like that?
Well, I would say I would definitely have to use the Bible, Mr. Duncan.
No, I don't hear.
Well, this is my only way.
I ain't no Uncle Tom.
Well,
See,
salvation
you
is
can't
free, son.
brainwash me.
Jesus said, first ye seek the kingdom of heaven and its righteousness, all of these things will be added unto you.
Heaven is on earth, mind you, brother.
Yeah. Let me see.
You have anything more? How about the other lab?
Where you gonna go when we start revolution? Whose side are you gonna be on? Are you still gonna be on your knees begging for us jobs?
I will, as Mr. Meek said, he wouldn't die standing on his feet rather than to die on his knees. I will die standing up for God, regardless of any circumstance.
Okay. Have God ever told you to let this white man rule you like he is?
Well, young man, you first must be born again. God is a
No, I
spirit.
ain't born again. I ain't got to be born again. See, I was born in a new generation. Your mother could have brainwashed you, but can't nobody brainwash me. I'm ready. It's gonna take young boys like us to win the revolution.
The white peoples realized today that they was wrong for enslaving the Negro. The great mass. May I finish? I'll wait it. Why, if you so militant and so intelligent, why don't you keep your mouth shut?
I'll tell you why, Reverend Mitchell, because I'm sick and tired of you standing up there on a television camera, a black man with a white heart and a white face. You're a black Anglo-Saxon, you're a disgrace to the race to stand and talk about a white man loving you. Ask Medgar Evers' wife. Ask the parents of the 3 civil rights workers in Mississippi. Ask Jimmy Lee Jackson's mother. Understand? Ask Grace Louise of 5 children who was shot in the head because he's riding with a black boy in the car. You stand there and talk like an unmitigated fool.
I thought you were more intelligent.
I'm intelligent enough that I don't want to listen to your dribble.
May I finish?
This happens to be, coincidentally, the young man in the group that Mr. Meek said you did not speak for. How would you talk to a young boy like that?
Well, I would say I would definitely have to use the Bible, Mr. Duncan.
No, I don't hear.
Well, this is my only way.
I ain't no Uncle Tom.
Well,
See.
As you can see, that clearly back in the day, they had the same ideology and mindset as they do today. Back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010, 2020s, they've always had the same idea that we have to fight fire with fire, that we cannot lean on the hand of the Lord, that giving our lives away or giving ourselves away to a higher power, which is God, Son of Jesus Christ, Father of Jesus Christ, Holy Trinity, is foolish and is giving it to the white man's way. It's us tucking our tails and not fighting back. What they don't realize is that giving your faith over to God is fighting back. Giving your faith over to God is letting the Lord know that I trust you, Father, that you don't make any mistakes, and that you will right the wrongs of this world, and I would do my part as well. I would not move on as a victim. I would not move on constantly pointing a finger at somebody else for my lack of movement, my lack of bringing my people out of where we are right now and moving forward. See, what we have right now is, and back in the day, as you can clearly see, that if you think differently than people who look like you or people who believe that you belong to a certain political group. They will chastise you and try to demean you and make you feel like you're less than. Well, I stand here today just to say that I laugh in the face of everybody who say that you're an Uncle Tom or you're a coon or you're a bootlicker or any of those foolish terms, bro. What I will say is that a man that puts his family first, God, family, and country first is a real man. All right. Now you want to stand up there with your chest out and act like you're ready to go to jail or you're ready to die for a black man or for the black cause. You're being foolish. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, you're leaving a family behind to do it on their own, which is what happened with welfare. So a lot of these women signed their lives over to the federal government in breaking up their black homes. Now, did they have to do it? I don't know what their necessities was or what they had to meet, but I will say this. If you put God first, then you're not even creating no babies until you are in love with a man or woman, until you are married with this man, to this man or woman, and you're protected far greater than somebody that's in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship and they're just having babies out of wedlock, or they're just laying up with one another, not really moving toward any goals. So it's real simple for a woman to say, you know what? I will benefit a lot more from the government rather than I would this man that's in my home. So me, anybody that called me a name like that, I just sit back and I think about how I married my wife. I married the lady who was the mom of my mother of my daughter, because I didn't want my daughter to grow up with no father in the home like I did. I didn't want my daughter to not have the experience of a mother and father who love one another and will come together to give them the privilege that most black people say white people have over us. See, and I also want to say this too. If you're one of those type of people, if you're a white person and somebody say you got privilege, don't debate them or try to say, no, I grew up poor just like you. Oh, you think I got privilege? Thank you. Somebody said I got privilege because, no, my children have privilege, because I like to talk about this all the time, how my 4 children are all educated, well-mannered, God-fearing, very talented and gifted. They believe in themselves, even if nobody else believes in them. They are leaders when they are around other young people their age. And I'm very proud of that. But Jojo, my youngest son, he broke it down to me last night, me and my wife last night, because we was talking about a couple of children, that young people that he know and my daughter know, who was in college and are currently in college. And apparently my wife and I provided them with the structure and the protection to so that they can only focus on school. They didn't have to focus on a job to take care of their bills. They didn't have to focus on getting funding for school. They didn't have to focus on where they was going to live while they were in college, because we focused on that. We made sure, we made it a priority ever since they've been in elementary school, that their only job is to get A's and B's, and we will pay you for that. That's your job, to go and get those A's and B's. We don't accept C's in this house. So since we taught them that at an extremely young age, when they got to be junior high school students and high school students, they stayed locked in. Yes, they went through their teenager things and moods and mood swings and all these different things that children do. But when you have a solid man and woman in the household who can maintain structure and order, they will stay on the right path. Now, they might sway, But my wife and I made sure, with the help of so many people praying for us, with the help of the entire church helping to raise my children, the community helping to raise my children, the teachers and administrators helping to raise our kids, and us allowing them to. When coaches were in charge of them and were telling them what to do, we made sure that they didn't badmouth them or speak out of turn or be disrespectful to other adults. And because of that, when they went to high school, they did what they had to do in order to receive scholarships and grants to go to whatever school they wanted to attend for, higher learning, the universities that they wanted to attend. And because of that, they didn't have to focus on housing or funding or anything else but their books. And then when they ended up graduating, they graduated from college at the top of their classes with bachelor's degrees and master's degrees, and we're extremely proud of that. So when people say my children are privileged, I say thank you, because we worked hard for it. And my wife nor I had a dad in the house when we grew up, and her mom was dealing with substance abuse, and my mom was not even around. So miss me with the fact that black people are held down by chains from 400 years of oppression and victimization. You can get out of that with your mindset. As long as you put your life on the Lord, in the Lord's hands, you will be fine. As long as you follow your own path, instead of being a get-wit, instead of being a follower. You know what I mean? Actually chart out where you want to go. Chart out what you want your family to look like, and then execute. And that's exactly what we did. So whenever I hear black people talking about, you want to bend your knee to the white man, you want to give in to the white man, you want to do this for the white man, I hear Democrat, because that's all y'all been doing forever. Bending a knee to the Democrats. Whatever they say do, you do, as long as you get a check. Whatever they say do, you do, as long as they put you at the front of the line. Whatever they say do, you do, as long as they don't arrest you for the crimes you commit, and just let you do whatever you want to do in your communities, which will continue to F up the communities. We see this time and time and time again. So at a certain point, I wised up and I said, you know what? I'm going to vote opposite of this, because I was locked in for voting for my people for what I thought I was voting for, when I was actually voting for the demise of my people, because I voted for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And I watched them the entire time. And I don't know if you know this or not. If you're new to the channel, you might not. But I changed my voter registration from Democrat to Republican after Obama's first term. Now, when he became president, we celebrated him like he was the next coming of Dr. King or Jesus. And we was just so excited. We had dollar bills with his face on it. We had this newspaper of the day that he was elected as the president, first black president. We was thinking that we made it. That's because we came up on looking at TV shows where any little win for black people was something for all of us to celebrate. But then we never hold ourselves accountable for the BS that goes on in our own backyard, in our own communities, in our own homes. We just put the blinders on, act like it don't exist, wait for it to leave, and try to keep it out of the eyes of the community. Because as long as it's happening in here and we keep it hush-hush, we won't have a reason to be embarrassed. That's all we cared about. Whether or not we were going to be embarrassed. We wanted to look the part, talk the part, move the part, act the part. Whatever the black community did, we wanted to do. And that made us all right with the black community. At some point, you got to start being your own man and your own woman. Yes, they will call you names. Yes, they will chastise you. No, you will not be invited to the private parties and groups and functions anymore. But so the hell what? Sometimes, well, most times, no, all the time. It's worth it. But I want to hear what y'all got to say in the comments, man. Love you. See you next time. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have, trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing, we have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.